CyberBrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
Okay, if any text IDs are there. Okay, so let's say this one in here. And we'll say a complication number. This is the private zerian permission text. ID also. So what text status they hold in country? Let's say in India. What is the transition text status? There you company. Examine you coming on with the start. Not you, company not registered, something like this. You can say, what is it with the holding text status? You're subject to withholding. Like if this withholding, subject to withholding, means we would collect a text amount from the supplier and we would deposit it. It's not like it's supplier. That's responsibility. So supply, we get rid of this easy. Normally people prefer this, that this should be a withholding text. So what does it mean is that whenever we create this supplier in noise, and whatever the text code, they would mention that this is the text amount they will not deposit to the government. You have to deposit the text to the government. So that's called withholding text amount. So we'll skip that. No, we don't do this also for now. So alternate names. If this supplier is known by any alternate name. So let's say name folks in the students folks, global industries. Let's say, this is not like this name also. Alternate name usage. Where this alternate name would be used, we'll say doing business. As on purchase order names and all rights of player connection names. Remic to pay and all these things. Let's say this one also. Then procurement option. So invoice and supply, can this supplier invoice any other supplier? Okay, indicate that supplier can create invoices for any other supplier also. So they have different. Like this is a parent supplier which can create supplier invoices for other. Their child supplier is also. Okay, that's what called a parent supplier, which can invoice any supplier of their own child. We'll skip that. That's used. Many of your text portals, supplier portals. Sorry, enable text changes in the supplier portal. So that's like all different thing, all different world, where the suppliers have the access to log into the You Know Your portal. We design a portal, we give the credential to the supplier, people, we have to realize people and they can create their own. We can check their purchase orders. They can check the supplier in those payment status. They can check whole many other things about their transactions that they're going with us. The fourth procurement item. So we'll say we use Cardam here. Okay, this would be so. Anytime you get the supplier invoice, using the supplier in the line level by default, Cardam will appear there. Okay, not the plastic bag. This will come up automatically. Then this is start to this spend category. So which we can see. This pops up automatically. Can we change it? Anytime. Anytime we can come here and change it. No, in the invoice, we can't change. No, we can change it. It's not like it's mandatory. Like this will be only there always. You can change it anytime. Okay. Again, this is a global location number. Like whenever they have global locations. So if they have a global locations, they will be able to change the global location number to be mentioned on the indices purchase order issue option. Like, we'll issue the purchase order to the supplier through email. So via email, we'll send the PDF copy of the purchase order that items we need from them and default view issue email. So we had a filter, one email, and this is the email, and we marked that for procurement usage also. That's why this email is appearing up here. If you don't mark that procurement checkbox while creating that email, it will not appear here. Okay. Decibel change order. So suppose you create a purchase order and something happens, and you can't cancel their purchase, or I'm sending a new purchase order. And this applies. No, we don't accept it. We don't entertain that kind of thing. You have to send the purchase order in one group. So be sure. So disable change order. We have a business process also about create change order. Okay, so we can skip that part. If you do that, it means the supplier will not accept a change order, a change purchase order. Then change order issue option. Again, we can say email, and this would be the email that would be used. Shipping terms. Just like we have shipping terms when you buy something for Amazon. So we can have shipping term and shipping method also. We don't have credit yet, but I can show you that later on, how to create my YouTube models for you, how to build shipping terms and shipping method. Supplier, minimum order amount. So, just like when you go to Flipkart and just Amazon, there are some supply which is medium. You have to buy 6 spaces or 6 unit from us to get this in, like 100 rupees or 50 rupees and all those things. Smelling is here also. Supply minimum order amounts. Let's say $5,000, something like this. Okay. Minimum amount of money would be paid for it. Then advanced ship notice options. Enable advanced ship notice. Okay. What does it mean that? How many days before they will let you know, before shipping the item? Okay. So we'll say 2 days before they will let us know that they have shipped the items for us. Then if you want to add any region, location, cost, center classification. So spend categories are ready. So we know we'll use blanket here by default. So we'll say blanket global operations. Subflower classification. What is a supplier classification? So in US, particularly Canada and Western countries we have this moment is also there in India now, and in APAC regions also. But if you know that we have LGBT communities, right? And we have on US Black communities, veteran communities, all those things. So what does it mean? That if this supplier, and now that's a policy also in the US, it can Google about it, that you can't what used to happen earlier. I'll just give a like 30-second that in US earlier. If I'm an owner of A, I'm a white and owner company. I'll give my business to all white people, really. The former requirements will be coming from the white supplier company, or like, why? Why don't you say white means white people? White people come visor. And if I'm black, I'll just give business to black people only. So to get rid of that, the companies, let's try out. There's a particular agency name in US. They said, no, this won't happen again.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.